Guys, welcome to Pen Dentistry. Hope you are doing good. I am Dr. Aishwarya with you for easy learning and better understanding. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go and subscribe to my channel and learn the dentistry in an easy manner. This definition of anchorage was given by Graeber. And what is anchorage? And what type of anchorage and how anchorage has divided further, that we are going to learn here. The nature and degree of resistance. The nature and degree of resistance. That means which type of nature of resistance is present and which type of degree of resistance is present for the displacement. For what? For the displacement which is offered by an anatomic unit. This is the, if just take an example that this is the anatomic unit and this is going for a displacement. This is going for a displacement. So which type of resistance, if the force has applied, it is moving, that at the time resistance also will going to be applied. So which type of resistance, and which type of nature of resistance as well as the degree is applied at the unit anatomic unit for the displacement purpose, this is known as anchorage. And for the purpose of effecting tooth movement, if you want to move the tooth, if this is the tooth and if you want to move this tooth, which type of force you have applied for the for the movement, and which type of resistance as well as degree of resistance is made for the displacement of this tooth, is known as anchorage. Anchorage means grip. The simple meaning of anchorage is grip. How much the grip is made for the resistance to stop the displacement of the anatomic unit for the purpose of effecting tooth movement. Okay. The classification of anchorage is classification of anchorage according to the manner of application for force application. Which type of force application is there? Whether the simple, stationary or reciprocal. Jaw involved. Jaw involved is intermaxillary or intramaxillary. According to jaw involved, anchorage has divided into intermaxillary and intramaxillary. Inter means between and inter means between the both and intra means between the same jaw. Site of anchorage. Which site? Intraoral, extraoral or muscular? Intraoral inside the oral cavity, extraoral outside the oral cavity, and muscular region. In intraoral, there is a intermaxillary or intramaxillary. Intraoral, intramaxillary and intermaxillary, they are further divided into simple, stationary, reciprocal. Simple, stationary, reciprocal. The same which is for the force application was there. Extraoral, it is whether it is present at cervical region, whether it is present at occipital region, cranial or facial region. Okay. Cervical, occipital, cranial or facial region, the anchorage has made for the displacement of the tooth. And the last one is muscular region. The muscles has involved in the tooth movement and the anchorage has made for that. Number of anchorage unit. How much the anchorage unit has applied in the region. Whether it is single or primary, compound, multiple or reinforced anchorage. This is the classification. First one is force, jaw involved, site and number. Force, jaw, site and number. Simple, stationary, reciprocal, these are the same here also. Jaw involved is inter or extramaxillary. Cervical, occipital, cranial or facial. Or muscular, number is single, compound, multiple. According to the Types of manner of force of application. Which type of force of application you are going to apply? According to that, the anchorage is divided into simple, stationary and reciprocal. Simple one is just simple. There will be a axial movement. There will be which kind of axial inclination will be there, and the force will be of tipping force. Dental anchorage, in which the manner and application of force is such that it tend to change the axial inclination. You know the tipping force, from at a particular center of rotation, the tooth is going to move, and from there this type of force is applied and the anchorage is made. So axial inclination of the tooth or the teeth that form the anchorage here. The tooth which is for the axial inclination, they are applied anchorage unit in the plane of the space in which the force is applied. In the plane of the space when the force is applied. Okay. Low resistance value. Resistance offered by anchorage unit is here tipping force. Okay. Now the stationary. Did you get this? This is the axial movement takes place and the anchorage is made to the tooth where the axial inclination or the tipping and force is applied. Stationary anchorage. In this, the dental anchorage, in which the manner and application of force tend to displace the anchorage bodily. Which type of movement is taking place? Bodily movement is taking place in the plane of space in which the force is being applied. Bodily movement, for example, if you want to pull the incisors, okay, if you want to pull the maxillary incisors or mandibular incisor, you are going to apply the anchorage up till the molar, so that the bodily movement will be takes place. The tooth is here and it will shift to here. The whole body is moving in the plane of the space in which the force has been applied. This part is the definition of simple anchorage, and this is the definition of stationary anchorage. Resistance to translation. Resistance to translation means translation, the shifting. So how much the anchorage, the resistance it is going to apply for the translation. This is seen in stationary anchorage. Simple, stationary, and now we will go for reciprocal anchorage. Reciprocal means opposite. Reciprocal anchorage, equal and opposite force to move the unit towards each other in normal occlusion. Now you are going to apply a equal and opposite force for the normal occlusion. Two groups of teeth. Two teeth or the two groups of teeth of equal anchorage value are made here to move the tooth in a opposite direction. If this is the tooth, so you are going to apply an anchorage on this, so it will going to move, both the tooth will going to move in the opposite direction, in the same manner, in the opposite direction. Okay, so resistance offered by two malopposed tooth. The resistance will be offered by both the tooth, both the malopposed tooth unit, and it will going to this, both the teeth will going to change the position with having an anchorage on both the teeth. Example is midline diastema. You can cure the reciprocal, you can use the reciprocal anchorage in midline diastema because both the teeth has to move towards midline in the opposite direction. Crossbite elastic. Crossbite elastic is here used in the crossbite. We use this when the anterior crossbite is there or the posterior crossbite is there. For that, for making the alignment for normal occlusion, crossbite elastics are used for the anchorage of the tooth, for making the anchorage. Okay. For the correction of the cross bite. Intraoral, these were the simple one. These were the types of anchorage according to the manner of the force, which type of force we are applying. Now intra and extraoral. Now we are going for intraoral. Intraoral, the anchorage position is teeth. You can take the anchorage as teeth, or the palate you can take, or linguoalveolar bone of the mandible. You can take these things in anchorage for the support, for the resistance. In intraoral, there is a intramaxillary and intermaxillary. These both are present. In intramaxillary, the single jaw is having malopposed tooth and the correction takes place in the single jaw. This is the intramaxillary. It is further divided into simple stationary and reciprocal. In classification I have given this. And then the intramaxillary is the anchorage is taking place at the opposite jaw. The resistance unit is situated in one jaw and the use of effect of tooth movement is taking place in the opposite jaw is known as intermaxillary. The Baker anchorage is the example of the intermaxillary anchorage because both the jaw is involved here. In Baker's anchorage, for the elastics are applied or the anchorage is made for the correction of the upper as well as the lower jaw. Both the jaw here or both the upper and lower jaw teeth are involved here, the maxilla as well as the mandible. In class 2, the lower molar and upper anteriors are involved. The anchorage is taking place from the lower molar and the anterior. Just remember the pick. The second class 2 malocclusion is lower molar and upper anterior. For class 3 malocclusion, it is upper molar and lower anterior. These relation of the jaw is used for the correction of the tooth in the Baker's anchorage. So this was the intraoral. Now we will go for extraoral. Extraoral anchorage in which the resistance unit is situated outside the oral cavity is termed as extraoral anchorage. Okay, various types of extraoral anchorage sites are present here. The first one is occiput region. In occiput region, the head pull gear and the chin cups are used for the back of the neck. For if you are taking anchorage back of the neck, the cervical headgear is used here. If you are taking the anchorage at the forehead, reverse pull headgear is used. If the anchorage is at the chin region, reverse pull headgear and the chin cup is used. This extraoral anchorage is mainly for the correction of the skeletal unit. The skeletal correction takes place in this extraoral anchorage and the reinforced anchorage is used here. That means if the multiple malocclusion, multiple deviations of the tooth is present, at that time multiple reinforced anchorage you apply. This is used in the reinforced anchorage also. Reinforced means multiple defect will be present, multiple anchorage will be applied. Hope you understood this video. If you like the video and understood well, please share this to your friend and your batchmates for easy learning and better understanding. Subscribe to my channel and keep watching Pen Dentistry. Reinforced anchorage. It is also known as a multiple anchorage. Here more than one type of resistance is utilized. More than one type resistance is utilized here. The resistance unit become more and more effective here when the numerous units are added. As this is a multiple anchorage, when the more and numerous units are added at the position where you want to change the where you want to move the tooth, So this is added at the wide range of the opposed tooth. So as the anchorage is multiple, so force applied here is light force. Light force is applied as the force is distributed to the all the region. Okay, the example here is headgear augment and the transpalatal arch and lingual arch that reinforce the anchorage unit. This was the reinforced anchorage. Muscular anchorage. In some cases, perioral musculature is employed as a resistance unit. Perioral musculature is used somewhere in the correction of the tooth or the tooth movement. Muscles for movement. Here muscles we use for movement. That's why it is known as muscular anchorage. The example of muscular anchorage is limb bumper to distalize the molar. We use here the lip bumpers for the distal placement of the molar to move the molar at the distal side. This was the muscle anchorage, reinforced anchorage. If you hope you have understood with this video, if you like the video, please subscribe and share this to your friends and your batchmates. Keep watching Pant Dentistry.